Danny Ferry, to myself, to LeBron James, to anybody who's watching it. So, this stuff is, some of it's pretty objective, right? So what I say up here isn't going to change. Yeah, I mean, there you go. So it's the type of business that you can just look at the scoring, look at the final result. Some things are a little bit less objective. You can look at various parts of business and people can have opinions. There's no necessary clear right and wrong, but I think here it's pretty obvious.
Dan, Tom Withers, AP again. Dan, can you imagine this franchise without LeBron?
Well, for the 5 years that we've been here, we've had the pleasure of LeBron being here and being a great part of it and part of the great things that we've done. And so, Tom, I haven't really thought of that. I really haven't. So definitely haven't imagined it because I really haven't thought of it.
Dan, Kenny Rohde, ESPN Cleveland here. You've done a lot in the 5 years to try and make LeBron happy. It hasn't worked out as far as a championship. What else can you do to make him happy, and why should he stay and believe that this is going to be the right place?
Keep in mind that we really don't sit around. As great as LeBron James is, and he's one of the, at this point in his career, one of the greatest players to play this game, right? But we don't sit around saying, how can we make him happy? How can we make this other player happy? How can we make anybody happy? What we do is we strategize and say, how can this team, come together, and what can we do? All the elements that you look at, and how can it come together to give it its best chance of winning on the court? Obviously, he's a huge part of that. So, I don't mean not to answer your question, but it really isn't looked at in that kind of silo. And we see there's no one man or one person or even two players that can win a playoff series. I mean, especially this second round or later. I mean, it's really got to be a team effort. And